I just want to do a small teaching about value. Dr. Rock, I've been talking a lot about value. I think and Joshua put it up there for me. Actually, it's when you know your value. It's been a thing, I think, what Dr. Rock taught that stuck with me more than anything. Got me and my wife to a place, and I tell Dr. Rock, got me and my wife to a place that will blow your mind. Knowing your, and actually powers of purpose up there as well, but knowing your value. So, to TV Land, God bless you. Glad to have y'all guys here. I'm going to speak to y'all when I speak to the audience here. So, I'm going to go and get into this right quick so we can get rolling. If you would open your notebook, your notepad, or your cell phone, or whatever you got. I'm using an old Bible. 1 Samuel 17, 29 through 35. 1 Samuel 17, 29 through 35. And it's a familiar story, but I got the Bible. I got the old Bible in my hand. You start getting my age, your eyes start dimming a little bit. So that cell phone get to me and do it. So I'm gonna read this, and then I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna explain what I'm talking about when you know your value. And I think it's very important. It's when you know your value. There's 3 value facts I want to talk about. But let me read this and get to it. It's 1 Samuel 17, 29 through 35. And I'm going to look at it and find it myself. And it says this. And David said, "What have I done now? What is it not but a word?" And he turned away from him towards another, talking about his brother, and spoke in the same way. And the people answered him again and asked before. When the word that David spoke was heard, they repeated them before Saul. And he sent he sent for him. David said to Saul, "Let no man heart fall because of him. Your servant will go and fight this Philistine." And Saul said to David, "You are not able to go against a Philistine to fight with him, for you are but a youth. And he has been a man of war from his youth." But David said to Saul, "Your servant used to keep sheep for his father. And when they came a lion or a bear and took the lamb from the flock, I went after him and I struck him and delivered him out of the mouth. And if he arose again, I caught him by his beard and I struck him to kill him." I want to talk about real quick tonight, just a subject that I said Doc Rock been killing, and it have radically changed my life. I want y'all to know in TV Land, it have radically changed my life. And it said, and I want to talk about it saying, my subject tonight is when you know your value, when you know you're valuable. Success requires no apology, and value requires no friends. I want to say it again. Success requires no apology, and value requires no friend. Value means worth or one judgment of what is important in their life. Value means worth or one's a judgment of what is important in one's life. I want to talk about this right quick. What I got before me right quick. I have a Coca-Cola, I have a bottle of water, and I have a lemonade. And I want to talk about the value of these three things. All these things cost, and they have value about these 3 things. But it depends on what you value the most. Many people value what I have, lemonade. That's cool. But if you really know what's in lemonade, it'll blow your mind. Many people value Coca-Cola. Yeah. Many people value just energy drinks now. It's very valuable to you. And many people value water. I used to value all 3 of them till I heard Doc teaching. Then I started valuing water. Now, I enjoy all 3 of them, and they're valuable to people. But now that I value water, I aggravate people. I aggravate the people who value lemonade. I aggravate the people who value Coca-Cola. And Lord knows I aggravate the people who value Red Bull. I get on people's nerves because of my value. I said this: success requires no apology, and value requires no friends. See. I can care less about your doggone apology, and I can care less about you being my doggone friend. Doc taught us here, you got to know you're valuable. It's not arrogancy, it's what you value. How much you worth? See, I found out I was worth a lot. So the people who still drinking lemonade, and I'll get back to this, and drink and Red Bull, they can't stand me when I walk on the scene. Because see, I know every time I walk on the scene, I'm valuable. Every meeting I go to, I shut them down. Every time I walk in the mall with my kids, I shut them down. And Lord knows, don't let me and Marcia be together. We shut them down. I aggravate the hell out of people sometimes. Because my posture, my way of doing it, my way of thinking, Doc messed up when he taught me this one. He has taught me a lot of things in life, but when I found out how valuable I was, I said, let me get to that though. But in this story, let me talk about this because I'm going to get to these three because I want you to be water. Because when you walk in a room and you water, do y'all know water is the most powerful thing on earth? I talk about it's powerful naturally and it's powerful physical. But let me talk about this right quick about David. If you read up before you got to David, and at this time, David's going to fight Goliath. Everybody know the story. He's going to fight this giant. But if you read up before that, David actually was chilling with his father. He was a young buck at this time, too. He was chilling with his father. I'm telling you how valuable this cat is. And his dad was like, go check on your three oldest brothers. And David, who he was, very, a handsome, smooth cat, something like me, I say. He was smooth. He was skipping along to see his brothers. The whole thing was with this whole thing of valuable, if the brothers took down Goliath, they got the king's daughter and they got values, money, riches. And they'll never have to pay taxes no more. So this is very important for a family not to pay tax no more. So David goes down to follow his dad, say he gets down there. He gets down there and all three of his brothers tripping. David walk in valuable. You notice many places I go with my job, people start tripping. I told people, they said, they ain't said openly, and I said, but a lot of people want to change my swag. I ain't changing my swag. What is your swag? My who I am. That's my value, who I am. See, you got to understand, I'm Johnny Mason. Wasn't no value coming out the projects. No. Wasn't no value coming out of a woman who had 3 kids before she turned 18. That's not valuable. But when I found out I got some value on my life, I blew some people's mind. So I don't intentionally aggravate people, but I aggravate people in your presence. So let me talk about David. So David gets down there. David gets down there. David gets down there. And David runs into his brothers. This is amazing. His brothers start tripping with him. And the whole thing David said, only thing I have to do is take down Goliath, which is a giant in my life. David laughs about it. He gets to this part. He says this. He said, now I can take down this giant. And he gets to it at this point that this little Rudy cat guy is stronger than his brothers. David realized every time the giant come out, the giant is dressed. The giant have on an outfit to protect himself. If the giant was that powerful, why do he got on an outfit? David, it's revelation. David saw that. His brothers said. So the giant came out. He would have hollered out across the land, across the mountain to the others. He said, does anybody on your side, king, or on God's side, can come out and fight me? Now, this giant was a warrior. He had 1 minute fights, but I can't figure out if he was a big giant and a big warrior. Why was he dressed in armor fatigue to protect himself? If you that bad, why you got on protection anyway? David knew that. So David needed something real good. My first value or my first fact is called confidence. Confidence. You must have confidence to know your value. Let me explain confidence. God had confidence when he slid back and slung the stars in the sky. He had confidence that they wouldn't fall. Matter of fact, 2 billion trillion, how many years ago, they still there. Did you know the moon is 395 million, not the moon, no, Mars is 395 million miles from us. 395. God took the Mars and threw it 300 million miles and turned around with confidence. God got confidence. God made man. Fully developed man, blood screening man, 2 ears on man, 2 eyes, he perfectly made man. Look back and had confidence. Came back and made himself look good. He patted himself on the back and grabbed a rib out of man and made woman. Man, God got some confidence. That's the crazy thing. God's so confident that he don't need friends. David had confidence. Confidence. Knowing you can do it when you cannot do it. Knowing you can do it when you cannot do it. That's confidence. Everybody told you couldn't do it. And inside you think you can't either. But you got so much confidence, you're crazy enough to try it anyway. Confidence is knowing you can do it when you cannot. Doc Rock be preaching some crazy things to us. He be telling us, go out and try it. Doc Rock, do you know who I am? Do you really know the story behind what I'm going through? I'm not the smartest kid on the block. My IQ is not where it needs to be. But he said, still doing it and knowing you can't do it. That's when the confidence come in for God. I laugh, and I say this all the time, talking about Dave, and I go my points. I laughed when I was at work, and I had confidence one day I'd be the director of the city of Decatur. I talk about this all the time. But I was working for the school system. They know it. I can say it. And I had a job promotion came up to make Johnny May's son a six-figure guy. Now, hold on. So you're finna go from no figure to six-figure. See, I got confidence to believe that. I'm probably about your only cat that went from no figure to six figures in a day. So they told me really as an African-American, no way you can leave 30,000, I almost go to 100,000. But boy, I got confidence. See, I'm just crazy to believe it, especially as an African-American cat. See, this is the thing, building confidence. I'll talk about that. First thing in my confidence, I was firm and I trust God in myself that he could do it. I was firm with it. That's my confidence. I was firm with it and still firm with it today. I trusted God in myself that he could do it. So when they told me it's no way possible, Brandon Watkins, for you to leave 30,000 to make almost 100,000, I said, but I remember God slinging the stars in the sky. So the job came up for me to go from no figures to six figures, and they didn't give it to me. See, that's what they do, guys. They trying to kill your confidence. But this is the thing, when they did that, number B, I felt of my self-assurance rising up for my appearance and my ability. When I felt my self-assurance, I felt God, my pneuma. When they said I couldn't get the job, because I felt myself saying, yes, I can. I felt my appearance, I got to hear my rising up that I had the ability to God to do it. So this is what I done because I knew I needed confidence, Doc Rock. I knew you've been taking value. So it's easy to teach value, but it's hard to live value. So now I got to live value. And so this they said the job, they thought they had the job in their hands. So they was like, no way, Brandon, I'm standing opening. You're going to leave 30,000 to 100,000. Brother, we just ain't getting the job. Now, I had the degrees. I had the 20 years, 25 years of experience. I had everything it took. So they took the job from me. But it was a sign outside the school system that said, Decatur Youth Service, Decatur at-risk director. Not for the city, for the school system. And they wouldn't let me get that six-figure job. I said, give me the sign. C. Clearly, I had a clear head to make a right decision. That's C, in confidence. I had a clear head to make the right decision. I wasn't being spooky and crazy. I asked for the sign with a clear head. I was making a sound decision to let me get that sign. And they laughed at me and said, what you going to do with the sign? But I had a clear head. I had confidence that God was going to do it. I was clear-headed. I wasn't mad at them. I wasn't upset because they didn't give me the job. I was thinking clear. See, you just can't be upset. You got to think clear. When you value yourself, people are going to treat you wrong. But you still got to think clear. So I asked for the sign with a clear imagination, Pastor Kindness. I got the sign and hung it in my garage for 6 years. It's crazy. So they know I'm not getting a job. But let me say this. I had confidence. David had confidence. If you look at 1 Samuel 17, 34 through 35. And I'll go there right quick. I'll get ahead of myself, and I'm going to get you out of here. 34 through 35. But David said to Saul, your servants used to keep sheep. Yeah, for his daddy, boy. And when lions and bears came up to get the lambs, which the sheep, when the lions kept sheep for his father, and when lions and bears would come up and take the lamb, I like that. He take the lamb to the flock. He said, then I would strike them and deliver them out their mouth. As they rose up again, I would take their beards and strike and kill them. David had confidence. When your worst part of your life, going through, no matter what it's going through, you need confidence. You got to have a firm trust in God and yourself. You got to feel assured about yourself. And you got to have a clear head when you thinking. What is Doc Rock preaching the word? I love it. But are you walking in the word? See, I'm just stupid enough to believe God going to do it. I don't know. I was a straight A student. So I must trust God on everything I do. So in the midst of that, I get back to the story. So number one is, and I'm going to be out here, number one is that you must have confidence. I tell my kids every day, we like pink in the brain. Every day you wake up, you better take over the world, be able to carry your butt back to sleep. They said, Brandon, you arrogant. Well, check this out. When nobody saying that when I was in the world acting a fool, when I was getting drunk and clowning, everybody was applauding me, and I was acting a fool being myself, all of y'all like to laugh at me. Now that I got confidence, you got a problem with me. No, B, it shouldn't be you. Many people tell me, Brandon, it shouldn't be you based on what I did to them. Oh, to hell with that. I agree with you. I did that to you. Yes, I did. I did that. I did that. I did that. But look at me now, baby. I have no problem agreeing to what I did to you. Ask the world. I have people come tell me, do you remember? I'm like Michael Jackson. I do remember. The book Think and Grow Rich says this. If you do not see great riches in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank account. If you never see, I'm not walking the stage saying, I'll never be broke in my life. And I was broke as a joke. I'd never be broke in my life. I do make good money. Oh, I took Marsha to the Louis store. No, when I bought Marsha that Louis Vuitton bag, we went to the store. We stood in line and said, get the one you want. The red bottoms, I took her to the red bottom store. No. We didn't go and posh where I get my clothes. No, we can't do that with her. I believe God's going to do it. I spent pretty well. Hey, and we took her to some high place. I whined and dined my wife for a whole week. I remember we went out to dinner and people had to pay for my doggone food. And you say they ain't got no, boy, we had some confidence standing in line. I don't know if y'all been to Louis Vuitton stuff. Whole new ball game when you pay $1,000 for a person. Thousands. They come with your boy like honor. They talk to you all day. Oh, they know you got the money in your pocket. Oh, we got the best one, too. We have the nicest one. He asked, now get the one up top. That's the one she wants. We got through with that with March because I got confidence. We said, let's take her down to the red bottom store. We went and took her and lined her up in the red bottom store. I know Facebook blowing people mad at us. I don't care. You should be doing the same thing for your spouse. Oh, no, that's confidence. Oh, God going to do something to you. Please. God was gracious to me when I was acting bad. Well, all y'all think God going to take something from me. Don't believe the hype. If he going to take it based on your opinion, he didn't never give it to me anyway. I strip people out with my confidence. Brother, I'm not arrogant. God gave me something that nobody can. I got to hold to. Let me finish with this. I believe it. Second one, facts. You must have self-image. Oh, I love this. I'm almost done with this. 1 Samuel 17, 30 through 39. Talks about when David gets ready to put on Saul a garment. And it didn't fit. I never try to put on Doc Rock garment, but I do try to put on his anointing. No, I don't want to wear his garment. But Lord knows I want his anointed. I want to have it. So when David went and Saul put him on the different items and different things, David said, I can't walk in it. David saying, that is not my image. That's not me. That's the king. That's not me. And whenever you try to act like other people, we said, that's not you. That's not your image. Don't try to be like them. You'll die in their shoes. You got to be yourself. Pastor B got to be Pastor B. My slogan I say all day, these kids going to make me rich. They said, how these kids going to make you rich? Some kind of way God going to give me a wit idea. Some kind of way God going to send money my way. Look like it's working pretty good. God going to do. I remember when I bought a chair for the church. I'll never forget I bought a chair for the church. I'll never forget how much chair I think cost $37 a piece. I had to buy two. I was so broke I wanted to take my chair back home with me. I never forget it, Doc Rock. Probably one of these chairs to them. Some of y'all bought some of these chairs. Doc Rock coming up to buying some chairs. I remember first time I went to the Gaylord. Doc took us to the Gaylord. I ain't have no confidence. Doc take us to this hotel in 20. It's got 20 different places you can stay. The rainforest, the low forest, the high forest, the Christmas tree, the big Christmas tree. Doc, take us down to this country place in Nashville. I'm already intimidated before I get there. We go to the restaurant with BJ and Zoe, my three heathens. BJ eat more than anybody. And Doc Rock tell me we got to eat inside the place. It's enough I paid to get to this doggone place. And I probably was driving the church van because they ain't had gas money. Me and Pastor Conley probably fighting on it at that time. I get to this hotel. I'm intimidated by it, Doc Rock. But I get to the hotel and Doc said, I'm teaching you value. But I said, man, it's killing me, man. He said, anything value was having, it's pain with it. And I can lift up my shirt today. And I can show you how bad I was when I went to Nashville. But let me tell you something. I probably don't understand 5-star hotels right now. I understand the hotels where you count the sheets. I know it's tough, but but it's not arrogance. It's what we've been taught at this church. See, y'all thought I was a fool. Y'all didn't know I was catching a vision. See, y'all thought I was a little brother. Y'all didn't know I was catching a vision. Y'all didn't know I was practicing it and practicing it and practicing it and practicing it. It's coming to pay. See, it has no respect of person. Oh, you talking like that? Satan gonna come after you. Please, I bought my wife that Gucci purse and them red bottom. Man, people start acting a fool. Material things. My wife got tripped out about that mess. Yeah, we put that on Facebook. We've been putting stuff on. And I'm going to tell you what, God, the people like me started tripping. The people who didn't like me was cool with it. Y'all tripping about a purse? A pair of red bottoms? And God took the stars and swung them in the sky. He can get 3 or 4 red bottoms if you want. He can get 3 or 4 Louis Vuitton purses. I didn't tell you she just gave away a Gucci purse and Gucci shoes. She deserved to get that anyway, didn't she? I never said this about my wife. My wife very intelligent. I don't know. I push my wife. I don't know about y'all. Me and my wife valuable. Oh, yeah. We are very valuable. How in the world you think that you ain't valuable? You're a lost show. Oh, I'm very valuable. Oh, everybody get quiet. Let me drink some of my value water. I got about 10 minutes. Self-worth. David's image was self-worth. High self-esteem. If I tell you my life, you know why I got self-esteem now. I believe every room I walk into, I shut down. I believe every conversation I talk in, I got something to say. I believe God's just going to bless my life even greater. Everybody hate on me, God going to bless me even greater. I call increase every day in my house. My biggest thing, now don't get me wrong, now check my tithes out too. And check my giving out too. Not just here. No, check my giving out outside here. I buy lunch for my staff every day. I got that from you. I got that from you. Oh, yes, I do. I buy stuff for somebody every single day of my life. Doc taught that a long time ago. And I thought he was halfway crazy teaching that. Tell me every day he wake up, he bless somebody. I was like, Doc, you're going to run out of money blessing people. I come to find out that's why he got money. Because he kept giving it, and God kept giving it back to him. I took that thing and ran with it. I got confidence that God going to keep blessing me. This is just the beginning of me and Marshall life. I'm not just the beginning of our life. We're going to live. My mind, I want to buy an island. I said, I want to buy an island. No, buy an island. Let people come to my island. I said, you can't do it. Watch. They say I want to wear Gucci shoes. BMW? Mercedes? Shoot, guys. Get what you want. Just don't let it interfere in your tithe giving. I know about a suit, a pair of shoes, or nothing to give the interference in my tithes. I know about ask Doc, I pay my tithes. I pay off, what is the net and the growth? Which one the highest? I pay off the growth. Marcia came to me and told me, we're going to start paying off the growth. And I told her she lost her mind too. She said, God came in a spirit and told me, I don't care what spirit it is, I'm paying off the net. I know it come in the house. And I'm the head of my doggone house. She said, no, we're paying off the gross. One time she paid 1 hour tithes. I said, no, take something back. You know, now you can't take nothing back because you do it on the phone. I was going to be back in the back with Pastor Arden saying, look, Master made a mistake. I'm in it. When you know you're valuable, it's 3 factors. You got to know you're valuable. I'm not teaching you to be arrogant. I'm teaching you to be true to God. I'm teaching you to know where you're at. You can be valuable and not be educated. And you can be valuable and be educated. Don't kill education, but don't go against education either. Because to feel me and Marcia, we got to be educated. I'm just telling you. Think about this. I want y'all to think about this real quick. Marcia's from Bale Manor. I don't know if y'all went to Bale Manor. At max, it's 12 people there. At max. So they make it 6 houses, Valerie. If you're hollering Bale Manor and ain't even on a mountain, if you holler on the land, you can hear them. You ain't got to have a cell phone. Just Marcia. They just right there, Doc Rock. If you go through there doing 35, you speed and you're going to pass the whole place. Bale Manor, Pastor Watkins. Bale Manor. Bale Manor. Her husband, Brandon, from Johnny May, from the projects. They said, what good can come out of Bale Manor? What good can come out of John Thomas White? What good? Me and Marcia King. Look at her now. We own our own company, vice president, and she working on a doctorate degree. Hold on, I'm talking about a real doctorate degree too. I'm telling y'all, listen to me tonight. I know y'all said, Doc taught me that was valuable. If I ain't take nothing else, he said, I took this one. I said, what are you telling me, Doc Rock? Boy, you somebody. I don't have to have friends. I don't have to apologize to nobody. You ain't got to be my friend. I don't want to be out about myself. But remember, you ain't my only friend. Let me tell y'all something. I got mentors that y'all even know about. Just because I come to church and I don't hang with you, don't mean I ain't got mentors. I got 2 millionaire mentors. Doc taught us all of this. I ain't bragging on him. Let me rush up. Now, values. You must have image. David had it. David didn't want to wear the paraphernalia that they put on. David knew he was good. You read Genesis 1 through 27, talk about God made an image. You read Psalms 8 and 3 and 8, talk about how he did, how he made the moon and the star, and he saw it was so good that he chilled on it. My A and B and C is going to be groom yourself. And I'm about out of here. Groom yourself. When you get up in the morning, you ain't got to look like a rich person. Comb your doggone hair. Brush your doggone teeth. Put on decent clothes. Iron your clothes. Groom yourself, guys. Every day I wake up, I'm going to look good. No, I did say it. Now, I don't look in the mirror like Doc. He got 7, 8 mirrors. I don't do that. I don't do the socks things. But I wake up to groom myself. Think positive and act positive. David thought positive. He didn't want to wear the garment. He thought he could do it with a sling. David thought, but he acted positive. He acted upon what he thought. The next one, kill negative thoughts. I will cut your throat. You come in with your negative thoughts. I will degrade you in my spirit. I don't care who you are. You come out present with negative thoughts. I remember Doc. I just think Doc was so hard, and I'm not bragging on him. I said, "That's boy crazy, man." I did not for real, because if something was negative, he just didn't want to hear it. Man, this is life, bro. You got to. He was saying, "It's not that I want to hear it, but thoughts get in your head to help you out." So this is what I said. I don't like having bad energy. You come around with bad energy, I might have said up and walk away from your butt. I can't stay in bad energy and liars. I don't fool with you. I was a bad energy person, and Lord knows I was a liar, Yellow Keith. I was a bad energy. I wreck a birthday party. I wreck a Christmas dinner. I come to your house, and all y'all happy, and I kick over the dog if I got to. I make everybody mad. Yes, I will. Why Doc know it? I show up the best event. Everybody smiling. I just go in there and start hollering. Cut the TV off. I brought bad energy every time I stepped in the room, Elder Keith. They didn't want to see me coming because when I walked up, they said, here come bad energy. I said, here I come. Y'all know I got it. And then I had to walk with it because I knew I was coming to bring bad energy. I swear I did. Lord's my witness. Had no positive thoughts, no positive acts. And you know the worst part I hate, Pastor Curtis? The people in the church, we're worse than anybody when it comes to this. We got the worst energy. Like people can't get your vibe off on you when you playing them. Pastor B, I can't believe that. Why people don't want to come to church? Bad energy. Why we got bad energy, y'all? Why you got a problem with me? Because we disagree. So we disagree, bro. You came out of your mama. I came out of your mama. Two different mamas. Me and Doc got the same mama, but we got different dads. And you can tell it. We got some things different about us. But if I come to the church, he give me bad energy, I got a problem. If I give him bad energy, he said, babe, nobody want to talk about it, though. Oh, no, man. I told my staff, if you bring the pink elephant in the room, I'm going to stab him. Tell y'all hang with me. You bring that pink elephant in the room, I'm going to stab him. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to cut him up and barbecue this joker. David, you got to have confidence, one. I'm about done. You got to have self-image, self-worth, feel good about yourself. I'm wrapping it up. Last one, you must have self-control. That was my hard one. If you have self-control, you become a mover and a shaker. You become one who moves the needle. You become one that sit at the table. Let me tell y'all clearly. I'm a mover and a shaker. I move the needle, and I sit at the table, at the seat of the cake. I'm a director. Come to me. I run a $2.8 million budget. I have 5 buildings, 30 staffs. Oh, yeah, make 6-figure salary. Same one that made no salary sit in these same chairs. Remember, I didn't make y'all ain't y'all ain't getting this. See, I can buy Marsha red bottoms. I bought her blue bottoms. You said, what are blue bottoms? They call blues bottoms. You wishing for red bottoms. Louis who? Louis who? Doc Rock? Louis who? It's a Louis Slugger. We finna get up in here because that's what we're going to need. You ain't. I started knowing my value, though. I'm going to wrap it up. I learned I needed self-control. I needed to become a mover and a shaker. I didn't believe what people think or saw about me. I was buying some clothes. I said this real quick. At this certain place. And this guy who was not normal walked up to me. And he was checking out my clothes. I let him check me out because, you know, them guys not normal. I put some clothes together. He was trying to flirt with me, but that's cool. I can get these clothes. And he was saying, woo, he was doing my shoulders on. Then a lady came over and got him. And she came and told him, you know, you might can't do that to the customer. That's what she said to him. She came back and said to me, I wasn't talking about you. This what I replied. I don't even care about your eyes. I do not value the thoughts that come out your head. She said, I wasn't talking about you. I said, ma'am, I don't value the thoughts that come out your head. She shocked. She was in rage and she couldn't believe it. I said, matter of fact, I don't value nobody's thoughts that don't help me. If you come to me talking negative, I don't care. I don't even value the thoughts that come out your head. I don't care if they're coming from my mama. I don't believe what people think about me. I don't believe what people think about me. Because I can think the same thing about you. I do not value people's thoughts, y'all. I got delivered. Because you value these thoughts, you value them. And once you start valuing them, they control you. Many situations I've been in, I haven't replied to it. Guess why I don't reply to it? Because you'll think I value what you're saying. I've been in some tough situations. I don't even say nothing. I keep walking and whistling. Because if I get into it with you, you think I value your thoughts. I don't value your thoughts. I value God's thoughts. If you're going to walk in this world and do something great, I'm telling y'all, I stand out among the best of them now. I was talking to Marcia in about 3 minutes and having self-control. I said, baby, we got to get to a place where we'll value what nobody think about us. And we can't run to them talking and telling. We're at another level. My wife and the house supervisor is a VP, and I'm a director. We're at a place we can't value people's thoughts. We must do the work. If they paying you, do the work. Don't matter what nobody said. And if it's time to leave, you leave. Let me say it again. I told Marshall we was talking, even as a director, I don't value people's thoughts, but I'm so valuable. If they tripping with me, it's time to get up and go. I will leave the sit indicator with no question. I told my wife the same thing. I said, once you get to that point in your life, you're still running behind people, asking what and when they doing. You can worry about if they'll show up to the latest thing you at. Elder Keith, if they don't throw you a birthday party, Negro, throw it yourself. And I did say that, or Caucasian, or Hispanic, throw your own doggone birthday party. I tell them, y'all say, man, you crazy. Doc Rock taught me this. See, so I said, me and my wife, we don't want to call. I said, listen to me. I need 4 people to celebrate me. BJ, Ivan, Zoe, and Marcia. And if they don't, I celebrate my doggone self. See, because you got to have self-control. Not to value what you said to me, auntie. Because you've been my auntie all my life. You don't gave me money when I didn't have it. You don't work with me. Now to not value your thought, it's difficult. When you give me directions now and they're wrong, that's hard to pull away from your thoughts. It gets to a point, Pastor C, me and you have hung out together for years. But I love you, so some of your wisdom helped me. But I can't value your thought on everything. Because you might not be in the right place to know I'm going. So it hurts me when I don't value your thought. When I don't value what you think about me, Elder Keith, because you've been my boy. We friends. But that's what God wants you to do. You can't back. It'll get you in a world of trouble. Now, I respect what you say about me. I honor what you say. But I ain't got the value word to come out your doggone mouth. Let me in it. Don't believe in what people think. Last not least, you are not your past, but you are your future. End with this in my minute. David walked up to a giant with a stinky, nasty slingshot. The boy had confidence. The boy had self-image. And the boy had self-control. Watch this die in it. He walks up to a giant with a slingshot. First, Doc, he have confidence because his eye is bigger than him. The giant is wearing a uniform. David's wearing nothing, but it's sounding in his skirt in a slingshot. Second, he have self-image. The giant even said himself, the boy is handsome. Read it. The giant said that. Said, what a handsome guy. Third, he has self-control. He didn't go off. Let me tell six to all of you. The point that would take anybody out is in the head. You can live with every part of your body except your head. David knew between your eyes. Matter of fact, they said the giant was so big that he couldn't sight. Back in the days, being that tall, it messed with your vision. They said the giant didn't even know where David was. Read it. Y'all got to read the history. So David had all of it. David takes a slingshot, Doc Rock. Takes control with a slingshot. When y'all leave here, and people will be mad at me too. If you're mad at me, that means you drinking. That means you drinking. That means you drinking. But everybody drinking water with us, Doc Rock. Doc, who drinking water with us? I don't get mad at you what you put in me. You say it's unfair for Doc Rock, little brother, to be in a position that he in now. Out of all the things he done, up this elevator. See, I've been drinking living water for 25 years. It's just in start today. When I got saved, I stopped drinking living water. Some of you just start drinking it. So once I started drinking living water, and Doc Rock started putting value in me, and he value living water, value living water, value. What happened is I've been hated. Y'all just not seeing to catch up with me. God bless y'all guys. I hope y'all had a good time. God bless you. You are valuable through God. Remember that. I'm not arrogant. I got God.